What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Draft to Glory. We are back with another themed draft and today we're going to go for the best weak foot draft. So whichever of the 5 players has the best weak foot we get to pick. If if more than one person has the best weak foot, we just get to choose whichever one we want for chemistry, so on and so forth. I'm going to go with the 4-1-2-1-2. I really like this formation. Once again guys, thank you so much for the incredible support you've continued to show for me and my channel over this dead period of FIFA. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying Gamescom. You'll be seeing this video during Gamescom. I hope it's everything you wanted it to be. So here are our first choices, guys. Obviously, Di Maria, no. Lewandowski, no, because Neymar's got that 5-star weak foot. So Neymar is our first pick. He's actually going to go on to the reserves, but a nice player to start or bring on as a sub. Either one. So I believe Al Sommer's got 4-star. I believe Muriel's got 4-star as well. So 2 4-stars there. So I'll go with Al Sommer or Muriel. I'm going to take Muriel just because of the Calcio A. Also, we could potentially get James Rodriguez in there as well. Next up, Higuain, Costa, Tevez. Ooh, has Cliver got a 4-star? 4-star for him, 4-star, 3-star for Tevez, 4-star for Kluivert. So I'm going to take Patrick Kluivert, guys. A legend would be so sick for this team because it would just link up the cam and the centre mid no matter what league they're from, and the striker, of course, to get everyone on at least semi-decent chemistry. We've got 2 4-star 4-stars up front, and I haven't really used Kluivert much this year. He's probably a striker that I would love. He's 6'2" tall, high-low work rates, 4-star 4-star. Why have I not used him yet? Crazy. Next on the back, there we go. Christian Eriksen is my man. I don't even have to look at the other dudes. Team of the season Eriksen is going in there. Of course, that 5-star weak foot is going to be huge. Next up, I think Jensen's got 4-star. 4-star for Xhaka, 4-star for Jensen, 3-star for Struman, 2-star. So I wouldn't mind taking Jensen. He gets that soft link into Eriksen, which would get Eriksen to 7 chemistry. Muriel's already on 7 chemistry. Jensen would still need 1 extra link for chemistry, which might be difficult. But, in fact, if we take him, and if we swap these 2 around, when it's all said and done, Jensen will now be on 6 and Eriksen will be needing 1 more. But it's more likely we're going to get better chemistry for Eriksen than for Jensen. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see what we get out of this. I don't think there's any 4-stars here. Oh, Bigley's got 4-star. McCarthy as well with 4-star. And Medell with 4-star. So we'll go with McCarthy. We'll keep that Premier League theme going. And as you can see now, Eriksen's also going to be on at least 6 chemistry, which is great for the players there. Next on the list, I think Bonaventura might be. Oh, he has 4. Fernandinho has 4. Kante we can't take on 3, nor Bonaventura. So we're going to take Fernandinho here, another Premier League player. I don't think there's any way. See, this says 5 more chemistry, but as soon as we get the left back, that will actually be wrong. And this says 3 more chemistry. Why? I don't know. But so far, guys, a lot of good strong foot in the team. In at right back, Nathaniel Klein would be nice. 3-star, 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 3-star. So we've got the pick of the bunch dudes, and we, of course, will go with Premier League there. We'll take Nathaniel Klein. He gets a soft link into Eriksen. That's great for chemistry. It's going to be Jensen and Muriel off chem only. Doesn't Chris Smalling also have a 4-star weak foot? 3 for him, 3 for Smalling, 3 for Stark, 2 for Laporte. 4 stars for John Terry. Oh, God. We've got to take JT. I suppose he gets a soft link into the right back. I think Vertonghen has 4-star, doesn't he? 3-star. Oh, God. Bender is the guy that we've got to go with. This has taken a turn for the worst. If we could have gone with Smalling and Vertonghen there, that would have been so sick. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. 3-star, 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 3-star. We've got the pick of the bunch here. I guess we go with Monreal. Unless we have a Norwegian player. We don't have a Norwegian. A Danish player. We don't have a Danish. Brazilian, Premier League, Bundesliga. So I could go with Guerrero just to give some chemistry to the centre-back, but I'm not going to because we still might be able to upgrade the centre-backs. You know, another 4-star centre-back would be perfect there. And for the goalkeeper, I don't think it matters. 3-star for Karius, 3-star for Bravo. So we could take Bravo or Karius. We'll go German just because he gives that initial link, which isn't bad. Now, I will start players in their correct positions with better chemistry because Neymar doesn't fit. We'll keep wingers on the bench. We'll only upgrade where it's important. Oh, isn't Pedro a 5-star weak foot? He is. I think he's going to be the one that we take. So we have to take Pedro. and he has a better weak foot than Nathaniel Klein, who has a 3-star weak foot, so he has to start in at right back. That's okay. That's not so bad. We'll see what develops with the rest of the team. We've got a lot of 4-stars. Mahrez is 4-star, isn't he? Yeah, so 4-star for Mahrez, 4-star for Valero, 4-star for Deulofeu, 3-star for Gignac, 3-star for Piszczek. So we get the pick of Valero, Deulofeu, or Mahrez. I'm thinking about taking Mahrez as our sub. Yeah, let's take it. Let's go for the 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. Now, of course, we don't have a right mid in the team, so we don't need to use him. He'll just be as a substitute. And next on the list, come on, Jordan Henderson, 3-star, too bad. 4-star for Ntep, 4-star for Pjanic. We'll go with Pjanic, I think, for the sub spot. Although, if he has 4-star, what do these have? 4-star for Fernandinho. 4-star for McCarthy. So I think everyone but the defenders are 4-star now. 3-star for him. Bender has 4-star. And John Terry has 4-star. So Pjanic doesn't even get into the team unless I want to force him in there for chemistry, which I absolutely don't want to do. Next on the list, Di Maria's not going to get a look in. 3-star, 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 2-star, 2-star. So I could take Azpilicueta and put him in at the left back spot, but would that actually help? It wouldn't. I could take Felipe Luis and put him in at the left back spot because he's a better player than Monreal and a better player than Felipe Luis and gets the exact same chemistry. So we'll put that in there, the 4-star weak foot of Felipe Luis. I think it was 4-star anyway. Oh god, here we go. Don't give me a 5-star. 2-star, 3-star, 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 3-star. Perfect. So I can take any one of these because none of them get into the team. Happy days. Now, I wouldn't mind a Manuel Neuer out of this. That would be great. Come on, give me a big goalkeeper. Ter Stegen's not bad either. 4 for Ter Stegen, 4 for Trapp. So it's either going to be Ter Stegen or Trapp. Now, Ter Stegen would also only get the 1 link, just like Karius does, as would Trapp. I'm going to take Ter Stegen, and we're going to start Ter Stegen as well, because we are 1 player away from getting a good good La Liga setup down that bottom side. Rudiger, 3-star, 3-star, 4-star for Pereira, 3-star, 4-star for Cedric. Now, if I take Pereira, he won't go in there instead of Pedro. Nor, I wonder if I could use Cedric. Yeah, I suppose we could take Cedric and pop Cedric in there instead of John Terry because they're both 4-star, right? So it doesn't actually, it's still a weak foot player. Yep, sure, I've lost a little bit of chemistry. And now if I, in fact, I put Karius in, we gain a little bit more. We lost a little bit of chemistry for the player, specifically, but the team overall is still the same. And we gained overall chemistry. We look at our final defenders. I hope Navas or Gaspar have got a good weak foot. Can't take Koulibaly. 3-star for Gaspar, 3-star for Navas, 3-star for Cancelo. I mean, Navas would be the best in some senses. Gaspar, I don't really want to play 2 right backs off chem in the centre. I'm going to take Navas. I know he's got a lack of pace, but now we can put Ter Stegen in and we go up to 83 chemistry here. That's even better. That's much better. The final midfielders, pretty much only 5 stars will force people out of the team. And 4 stars, hopefully, to upgrade the team. So we do get ourselves Hendricks there. He's not got a bad card, to be fair to him. He's not going to get into our team by any stretch of the imagination. Next up, Heung-min Son would be perfect right now. We're getting the bad picks here. 3-star, 4-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 4-star. So we get another kind of like a pick of the bunch. We'll go with Griffo. Griffo's 4-star, right? 4-star? No, 3-star for him. Choupo-Moting has got the 4-star, 4-star. And then our final pick, guys, is going to be... Who is it going to be? Ooh. 3 of Sanchez, 4 on Messi, 4 on Costa, 4 on Ronaldo. So Messi, Costa and Ronaldo are our choices. If I take Costa, I can play him up front instead of Muriel. We'll get no better chemistry at all, actually. It'll be the same. Fernandinho can't get more chemistry. Costa won't get more chemistry. So I'm going to take Ronaldo for a sub. And that's going to be the team. So we've got Mahrez, Pjanic, Ronaldo and Neymar as some solid subs in there offensively. We've got Nathaniel Klein and Monreal if we need them defensively, and Sven Bender as well defensively if we need him. We'll put Nathaniel Klein on there. So this is a team, guys. In terms of weak foot and strong foot, we've got 4-star weak foot on the goalkeeper, 5-star on the right back. We've got a 4-star on the right centre back and 4-star on the... No, 3-star on the left. Oh. I didn't look at him, did I? Can't play him. Because both Bender and Terry have better weak foots. So he's going to have to go back into there. And Karius is going to have to go back into there. And that's going to have to be what we run with. Unless I play with John Terry. But John Terry doesn't get any links. Damn. So we actually can't use this Navas guy. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's absolutely not the end of the world. So we've got 4-star right centre-back. 4-star left centre-back. 4-star left-back. No, 3-star left-back. What's Monreal? 3-star for Monreal. They're the only 2 left-backs I've got, so that doesn't make any difference. That's why I went with that. 4-star Fernandinho. 4-star McCarthy. 4-star Jensen. I like that Jensen card too. 5-star Ericsson. 4-star and 4-star up front. That's perfect. That's a nice team. That is a nice team. I don't think we get any bonus chemistry by me changing any of this around. I think it all would just go wrong, as you can see. It has to be like this. It has to be like this to get the best link. So Premier League manager would be ideal here. We got one as well. That takes us to 85. Bundesliga to 81. League 2 to staying on 80. Liga NOS up to 82. And the Argentinian up to 80 again. So 85 chemistry on this team, guys. I'm not really expecting too much from this team. It's not the greatest team. Our centre-backs are very, very iffy. McCarthy is a bit meh. Our attack is really nice, though. And our fullbacks are very strange. Like, Pedro obviously isn't a fullback. He has 53 defending and 70 physical. But we have to use him because he's got 5-star weak foot. So it's an intriguing team. I'm going to give it my best shot. Hopefully we can get past the first round. This is the end of the draft. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-1-4-1 team. This, dudes, is a formation you rarely see in FIFA. And isn't that intriguing? Because it actually has a lot of the strengths that people look for in this game. It's got a flat back 4, a central defensive midfielder. It's got wide men. I feel like it actually might be a pretty good formation, but things were good for us in this game. Luis Muriel there, waiting for the runner. Patrick Kluivert sending that one into that bottom left-hand corner. Of course, everybody in this team has a minimum 4-star weak foot. I think except maybe the left back on a 3-star weak foot. I can't remember who we got a left back at this stage. But this team was really, really fun. I didn't expect this at all. You know, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm loving these themed drafts. I know we're not building like the super teams. I know we're not getting the 192s and the 193s, and I know we haven't got Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi in every single draft. But what we're doing is we're experiencing gameplay this late in FIFA with brand new players that we've not really played before with. Like for me, for example, this is one of... I honestly can't remember playing with Patrick Kluivert this year in FIFA. And he's great. And I'm pretty gutted with myself that I didn't play with Patrick Kluivert in FIFA up until now. So I think I'm happy with these themed drafts, but I'm more impressed with the fact that we're winning games quite comfortably. We get a nice big 4-0 win in game 1 and a very, very nice rage quit as well. You can see there I had 50% possession, but I made the most of my chances. My opponent just decided it was GG's. Second opponent got an 86 chem team, but a very nice team. James Rodriguez, Matuidi, team of the season Cruz, team of the season Chiellini, team of the knockout stage Felipe Luis. He's got the striker, man of the match, Lacazette, Asensio in there, and Depay up front as well. His defence was a little bit weak with lack of chem here, there, and everywhere. But I have a lack of chem myself, to be perfectly honest. But again, things were just good, and it felt really good being able to use either foot of any player. Of course, the 4-star on some players gives some detriment to the stats. And if you guys don't know how stats work, EA released something, I think as early as FIFA 13, that explained. And basically, every star is equivalent to 20% of stats. So if your striker has 99 shooting and has a 4-star weak foot, he has perfect shooting on his strong foot and would get 80 shooting on his weak foot, which, as we all know, 80 shooting is great because you can score with people with 80 shooting. So if you've got any 4 or 5-star weak foot players, you can pass and shoot and dribble on either foot very, very comfortably, and you don't have to like position yourself specific ways to get shots. You know, it gives you such a distinct advantage when cutting inside, because you know your opponent might think, oh, this striker's right-footed, let me just make sure he doesn't get that low driven from the right-hand side. But what you can do is you can cut in on the left foot and still hit the ball, you know, as equally well, and it's really, really good. So in the second game here, guys, we end up going 4-0 to the good, and that eventually became 5, which eventually became 6. And my opponent messaged me, asked me if I'm the real NepentheZ, and of course I said I was. And at 6-0, he said he can't be aided with this game. His team's playing terrible, something along those lines. So I put my controller down thinking that he'd given up, and he started bloody scoring. So you'll see here we go 6-0 to the good. Great little bit of play there. Christian Eriksen getting through. Going onto his right foot there, but scoring the goal. Very nice indeed. And of course, his username is Dab, right, in the top left, which is why I dabbed on him every goal. I just think it's hilarious when people have their abbreviation of their team as Dab, or when we played Dabbers United a few episodes ago, and we end up just dabbing on them constantly. So as I say, this guy, you can see there, I'm not actually controlling a player right now. I'm just standing still with the player in the box because I thought he is not playing anymore. He tricked me by telling me that he can't be asked with this game anymore and wasn't going to play. So after he scored that first goal, I was like, God damn, he's actually playing. So I carried on trying to play, and then he actually scored a proper goal when I was playing to make it 6-2, but I eventually got a goal to make it 7-2. McCarthy here squares that, but gets a rebound and heads that one into the back of the net to make it 7-2. So we go through to the semi-finals. I'm more than happy with the semi-final performance with this team. And it was quite an interesting team. I think, if I remember correctly, it was an incredible team that came up actually in the semi-final. We'll see right now. The squad comes up. Yeah, in form Hazard, man of the match Ibra, man of the match Mane, in form Pogba, team of the season Valencia, team of the season Vertonghen, Laurent Blanc, in form Kyle Walker and Hugo Lloris. The only player in that team that you kind of look at and think, well, that could be replaced quite easily is Wanyama. So even having Mahrez in that midfield is good. You know, good weak foot, good skill moves, good abilities, but things went well for us this game. We get the first goal there with Christian Eriksen, and as luck would have it, that was the only goal. So we end up qualifying into the final with a Christian Eriksen goal there. I probably should have scored another couple of goals throughout the game, but I'll take a 1-0 win. You know, it's not often that we only score the one goal. You can see there I edged the game on shots, on possession, on passing, so 1-0 win was absolutely fine. And we move ourselves on to another final. We've won 3 drafts in a row, and in the final we come up against another very good team. Informed Vardy, Mkhitaryan and Hazard. Man of the match, Schmeichel and Pogba. A really poor defence, to be fair. Matip, Morgan and Baines are not up to scratch. Oscar's not bad, but has stamina issues. Willian is probably not right for the centre of the midfield. And it was quite easy to break this opponent down. He wasn't the best player, and it was nice to get into a final where we could just easily win the game. We end up getting a chip through ball through to Muriel. Muriel chips it over the keeper. He shoots and scores, and we go 1-0 up. It took us a long time to get that first goal, but once that first goal came, it was just plain sailing from there. And before the half-time mark, again, Eriksen here, or it might just be over just after the half-time mark, with a nice stop and turn, a beautiful chip through ball to Luis Muriel, and he pops that in the back of the net to make it 2-0. There was time for one more goal in this game. Ball goes down the left-hand side with Muriel into Jensen. Jensen finds Muriel again. Muriel into Kluivert. Kluivert plays it back to Muriel, who lays it into the path of Jensen, who taps that into an empty net to make it 3-0. And that was how this one finished. So we get ourselves another draft win, guys. That is 4 in a row during Draft to Glory. This is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So guys, by my count, I make that 4 Draft to Glory wins in a row. Literally 4 back-to-back-to-back-to-back wins in a row. That's awesome. There will have been some foot draft national challenge of AA9 skills in between where I didn't win, but even in that series I got to 2 finals and lost, and 1 final and 1. So out of my last 8 drafts, I've won 5, lost twice in the final and lost first round once. That's awesome. This team was great. It was brilliant. To a man as well. I loved it. What's really, really funny is in FIFA 15, towards the back end, about the same time of the year as what we're doing now, there was a thread that appeared on Reddit or in the forums about the overpoweredness of players with 4 and 5 star weak foots. Of course now, because like the cards are so good, you know, like look at Jensen's stats, they're so well rounded. Look at Eriksen's stats, they're so well rounded, etc, etc. And I ended up building a team that was severely based around 4 and 5 star footed players, and it was incredible. And it's the sort of thing that when a new game comes out and there's all this hype and that, you know, you're looking at these new players and pacey players, you don't really think, okay, let me go back into that this is what is overpowered mode. But it turns out that once again, even though the stats on some of these players aren't super, Fernandinho, he's well-rounded but not great. McCarthy, well-rounded but not great. They still played ridiculously well because you don't have to worry about what foot you do things with, and that gives you a huge advantage when you have that advantage across the whole pitch. Sure, you might have a team where you've got a few 2-stars. You know, when I used to use Raheem Sterling or Theo Walcott Player of the Month or Inform cards, they've got 2-star and 3-star weak foot respectively. Heung-min Son used to have a 3-star weak foot before EA upgraded that to a... No, wait, he's had a 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. You guys know what I mean. There would have been a winger, Depay's Inform for Man United, 2-star weak foot. Just kind of like negates anything about him because you're forced to do certain things. So you might have had the odd player like Heung-min Son or like Anthony Martial with the 4-star weak foot and the 4-star skill moves. But another one that had like low skill moves, Alexander Lacazette, 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. You know, now he's upgraded to a 4-star weak foot. It just gives a massive extra dimension on the player. And when you have it in 1 or 2 players, it helps the team, sure. But when you have it across the whole team, it just makes the team ridiculously strong, even in areas where they're statistically weak. So we get a nice easy win, 4-0, 7-2, 1-0 and 3-0, I believe. And our prize is a 50k pack and a 5k pack. So we haven't hit a 100k. I think we only hit the 100k pack twice or 3 times in the whole year. And that's with nearly, what was that, 57 draft wins. And we've had the coin reward 1 time. But we get a 50k pack here, dudes. Hopefully we get something good out of it. This is actually one of the worst rewards you can get. Because if you get like a 79 or a 78 face card player in your 50k pack, you're very unlikely to make any money back. It's just the way it works. You know, you might end up just getting a whole bunch of trash in your 50k pack. Let's have a look at what we get. No walkout. A big flare. That's an 85-86 flare, that is. That is going to be Leno, the 86 rated Leno. So he'll go well in the on the trade pile for some value. A few 82s and 81s in there as well. That's actually not a bad 50k pack at all. So we get about 10,000 coins for Leno, or 12,000 coins there. How about that? So we have made profit no matter what on this draft. Very nice indeed. Few 82s and 81s and 80 there, very nice indeed. And a Man United player, a couple of other 82s and 81s. Can't fault that, dudes. We made profit on that draft, and more importantly, I had a lot of fun with this draft here today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.